Assalamu alaikum, this is Maria Yasin here, and today I am going to explain the multiplication methods. So basically, there are 5 different multiplication methods we are going to discuss in this video. First of all, I will go with repeated addition. So this is called the repeated addition method. So the repeated addition in mathematics, we say that repeated addition is adding equal groups together. So equal groups. The second thing is that this equal groups together addition is called as repeated addition, and this repeated addition is hence called as multiplication. So let's take an example. For example, if we say that 10 is repeated 5 times, like this, 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 and plus 10. So here you can see that 10 plus 10 is 20. Then 20 plus 10 is 30. 30 plus 10 is 40, and 40 plus 10 is 50. So we can say that if we repeat the equal number 10 for 5 times, it will give us the answer as 50. So if we do the simple multiplication, that 10 by 5, 10 multiplied by 5. So it will also give us the result, the product as 50. So this repeated addition method, it is very simple in multiplication, and it is also called as multiplication. So let's move to the next method of multiplication. This is called partitioning method. Okay, so this partitioning method, it involves, as the name is indicating, that partitioning. So we split the numbers. Okay, these numbers are large numbers. So we split these large numbers into the smaller numbers. For example, if there is a number which is called 736, so this 736 is a large number which is present in hundreds. So units, tens, and hundreds. So now what we have to do, I have to split this number into the smaller numbers. So let's start from 100. So 700 plus this 3 is present at the 10th place, so it will be 30. And this 6, which is present at this units place, it will be written as 6. So 700 plus 30 plus 6 will be equal to 736. So this is called the splitting. This is called the partitioning. So how this partitioning method is involved in multiplication. So let's take an example, which is 639 multiplied by 5. So let us split this number, the larger number first. So the split of this larger number will be written as 600 plus 30 plus 9. According to their place value in the number, 9 is present at the units place. 3 is present at the 10th place, that's why it is written as 30. And 6 is present at the hundreds place, so that's why it is written at the place of 600. So let's use this splitting number, the partition number, into multiplication. So I will write 600 multiplied by 5 first, because this 5 is going to multiply with each of the splitted number. So 600 multiplied by 5 plus 30 multiplied by 5. And just like that, 9 multiplied by 5. So let me write these numbers after their multiplication. So 600, 6 times 30, and there are 2 zeros, so I will write 2 zeros here, plus 5 3 times 15, and there is 1 zero, so I will write 1 zero here. And at the end, it is 9 5 times, which is 45. And if you add all of these numbers together, you will get the answer, which is 3195. So this is how you will use the partitioning method in multiplication. So let's move to the next method of multiplication. This method is called as grid method. Okay, so this grid method, it is basically the written method of multiplication. So it involves, the first thing that you have to remember in partitioning, that it involves partitioning. It involves partitioning. So before using this grid method, it involves partitioning before calculation. So let's take an example and let's see that how we will use a grid method for multiplication. So let us take the same example that we have done before, which is 639 multiplied by 5. So let's split the largest number first. So it will be split into 600 plus 30 plus 9. So all of these three numbers have to be multiplied by 5. So here you have seen that I have splitted the largest number first. Now I am going to make a grid. So the first number, which is 600, the second number, which is 30, and the third number is 9. So all of these three numbers are going to be multiplied by 5. So let's multiply them. This 5 is going to be multiplied by 600 first, and its product will be written here. So 5 times it's 30 and 2 zeros. 35 times 150, and 9 5 times is 45. So here you can see that I have written all the products accordingly into their column. Okay, so let me add all of these answers. 3000 plus 150 plus 45. You can add them here in your rough work. 3000, 150 and 45. You can see that I have written all the numbers according to their place value. Units, 10, 100, and this is 1000. So 5, 9, 1, and 3. So our answer here is 3195. So this written method, which is called the grid method of multiplication, it involves the partitioning and then the usage of the grid here. I hope that you understood it well. So let me take another example in the grid method. So let's take the second example of grid method here. For suppose it is 39 multiplied by 50. So as we can see here that both of these values are larger than units. So we have to split both of these numbers. So let me split it here. 39 will be split into 30 plus 9. Just like that, 15 will be split into 10 plus 5. So you have seen that I have split the number. So I have used the partitioning method. I have done the partitioning here in the first step. So in the next step, which is called the second step, I'm gonna make a grid. So 30 and 9. I have written 30 and 9 here. So it is these two numbers are going to be multiplied by 10 and 5. So let them multiply accordingly. 10 and 34. So it will give us 300. Just like that, this 10 and 9 will give us 90. So let us multiply this 5 with 30 first and then this 5 with 9. So 5 3 times 15 and there is 1 0 in 30. So I have written 1 0 here. So 5 9 times we all know that it is 45. So in this type of situation you got two products 300, 150, 90 and 45. So what you have to do, you have to add them here. So it will become 450. So this 450 plus these two values will sum up and give us the value of 5. And this is 135. So these two values must be added together. 450 and 135. So it is 5, 8 and 5. So our answer here is 585. So we have seen the example of grid method twice. If there are three numbers, for example, if the number is 322 multiplied by 25. So what you will do, how you will do the partitioning. So basically this number will be partitioned as 300 plus 20 plus 2. Here we will use multiplication sign. Okay, now this 25 will split into 20 plus 5. So you will use these two splitted values into a grid and you will get your answer eventually. So let me move to the next method of multiplication. It is called a compensation method. Okay, so this is a compensation method. In this method, what you have to do, you have to add, okay, first of all, remember that you have to change one number into its friendly number. So change into a friendly number is important. So what is a friendly number here? Any number that ends with 0 is called a friendly number. For example, in your question, if you will get a number which is called 38, so what you have to do? You have to add 2 in it and make it into a friendly number which is 40. And if you get the number 42 for suppose, so you will subtract 2 and you will get 40, which is a friendly number. So let's take one of the example of friendly number here. For the compensation method. Okay. For example, the word is 39 multiplied by 2. So now I'm going to use the compensation method. So here you can see that this is 39. So this 39 can be able to change into a friendly number. So what I will do, I will add plus 1 here to make it 40. So this 40 is a friendly number here. So this 40 first multiplied by 2. 40 multiplied by 2. So 2 4 times 8. So it is 80. So remember that you have added plus 1 here. So I will multiply this 1 by 2 as well. So it will give me the number which is 2. So as we have added this plus 1 to change 39 into a friendly number, so we will subtract these two values here. We have done the addition here. So now I'm going to subtract it at the end to get my answer. So 80 minus 2, it will be 78. So our answer is 78. This is called a compensation method. So there is one point that why we have to change one number into its friendly number, which ends with 0. Because it is mentally easy for us to do the multiplication. So as it is easy for mentally easy, so that's why we use this compensation method. Okay, so here there is one more thing that you have to remember. If you are going to do the addition in the first step to change the number into a friendly number, so you have to do the inverse at the end to get your answer. If you have done the addition, then you will subtract at the end. So let me take one other example. Okay, so it is 42 multiplied by 5. So I have to change this larger number into a friendly number because it is easy to get a friendly number here. So I'm going to subtract 2 from 42 to get 40 here. Okay, so remember that I have subtracted here. I have done the subtraction. So as we get our 40, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply this 40 by 5 first. So 5 4 times is 20 and this is 0, 1, 0, so I'm going to add 1 0 here. Now this I have subtracted number 2, so this number 2 is also going to multiply by 5. So it will give me number 10. So remember, if you have seen here that I have subtracted in the first step. So now I am going to do the addition here. So if I will add 210 altogether, I will get the answer 210. So it is 210. So let's check our answer. Just to check our answer, I will use this method to check or verify my answer. So 5 2 times is 10. And 5 4 times 20 and this is 21. So yes, I got the correct answer. So this is called the compensation method. So let's move to the last method, which is called the standard written method. Okay. So in this standard written method, basically this is used in many countries and most of the students use this standard written method because it is easy. Okay, let me write an example here and then I will tell you the steps. So let's take 422 and it is going to be multiplied by 2. This is the simplest example. So here I will multiply one digit at a time. One digit at a time. And this multiplication has to be done from right to left. Okay, so it is done from right to left. First, this 2 is going to multiply with units here. So 2 times is 4. Then this 2 again is going to multiply with tens. It is 2 times 4. And at the end, this 2 is going to multiply with the number which is present at the hundreds place. So 4 times 8. So 844 is the answer. This is also the simplest method. Hope you have liked this video. Thank you for watching.